Alright, starting with the first new exercise, using all upstrokes, which involves using an upward pick slant the whole time. So, you know what, let's try and get somewhat of a close-up here of the right hand while I do this. So you right now are a natural downward pick slanter. You see how the pick is angled like this? So basically the butt of the pick is going down and the point of the pick is facing up towards you. So for this stuff, what's going to happen, you know, let me see if I get the even better look here. I was hoping that pick is showing well enough. You know, let me use a different one that might show up a little bit better. Yeah, that shows up a lot better. Okay. So here's like a neutral position. Here's the downward slant. So basically you're moving the butt of the pick down, and you need to be in this position, the upward slant, while doing this. Because watch what happens when I play this first chord tabbed out. In this, see, the pick is already catching the string, so I have to kind of like slide up and away from the guitar and then come back, and I'm always having to go up and away when I'm in this position here. So you see, I'm like always having to scoop my hand up and away here, and what you need to do is turn your hand so it's facing like this. So this way when you're doing the upstrokes, see, now the pick is just sliding right off, versus this, I'm always having to pick away from it. Like, it's kind of, because it's catching on the string so much, and the pick is catching on the string, I gotta kind of scoop up and away. Whereas this way, this has you going towards the guitar. So the butt of the pick needs to be up, and the point of the pick needs to be going down towards the guitar or down towards the floor. This way you slide off real easy here. So I'm going to play to the metronome at 60. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move it on to the next one. So same idea. You can't see my left hand the whole time. The main thing here is to focus on what the right hand is doing. So, more of a triplet feel this time, but still you want to start or have everything doing an upstroke and have the upward pick slant happening. So the pick just glides right off the string. So let's go with 60 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on to number 3. Same idea as the last one. Got all upstrokes. This time we're going to ascend in pitch. far as going from chord to chord. Still doing the upstrokes. We're going to go up to a higher chord each time. So here we go. Hopefully I can play these chord shapes well enough here. I do not practice these at all. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I figure that's, I guess that's sufficient. On to number 4, where things start to get a bit more complicated. Alright. So, let's talk about the left hand first on this one. So the easiest way, because I think the easiest way here, basically you're going to go between an A minor chord and a C major chord. So when I'm doing this, I'm just thinking of taking my first finger off, on, and then pinky down. So first finger's on, then take that off, first finger back, pinky goes down, pinky comes off, you got the first finger, pinky, or first finger comes off, and then first finger back down. So that the high pitch, or the higher melody is this. Now that melody stays the same when you go to the second line. So now I'm holding a C chord, and I'm going to use the same fingers for the high E string. First finger, pinky, and back to the first finger. So this stays the same. In case, I know I didn't ask today, but I don't remember if I asked before. So that symbol right there, so it's, you got 2 bars here. There's 1 bar, there's the second bar, and then this symbol in the middle. This means you're going to repeat the previous 2 bars. So just imagine that these 2 bars are sitting right in here. So basically you play this once, and then you play it again, then you jump down here, play it again, and then play the whole thing again. So I'll be running through the whole thing with the metronome. So let's do it with, so you can see my left hand first, and I'll do it again so you can see a close-up of the right hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I mentioned on when you were doing this, that first exercise, to not anchor with your pinky. You may have seen that I was just now anchoring this time with the pinky, and that's something that I do when playing stuff like this, because it does feel fairly complicated for the right hand, and that really helps me keep the pick in a better position. So I'm not staying in the same slant the whole time. So for that downward slant, or I'm sorry, the down pick, you might be switching over to the downward slant, and and then an upward slant for the upstrokes. That's basically what I'm doing. My pick slant is far less severe, and my pick is more of a neutral position playing something like this. This is really going to help work on that picking hand accuracy. Kind of start working on stuff like that. I mean, that's what this is. But that's a bit too fast right now, so let's. I'm going to run through this again so you can see what my right hand is doing. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and on to the last one, the most complicated of them all. So this was definitely to help work on your right hand picking accuracy. So nothing too fancy with the left hand, just going between that shape and that shape. The A suspended second, C major add 9, or C add 9 for short. So basically, you just gotta have to learn what the picking pattern is, which is down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, up, down, down. And then repeat. So, let's see. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I played that wrong. Take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Accidentally hit a wrong note in there. Let me do it one more time for you. Hopefully I can play it 100% this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. there. Apparently I can play sometimes. Alright. Because the only other thing is, you know, when you do work on your 5-string pick sweeping, go ahead and use more of a palm mute than you might normally use and see if that cleans up the sounds at all. Because the biggest thing that's going to happen is if you're not muting with your fret hand, when you take your fingers off too far, well, not even that, let's see. If I'm not palm muting at all, that's when all that extra noise is going to come in. So you got to make sure that you're palm muting when you're ascending. So you'll be in that downward slant for this. Which sets you up for the palm mute. So yeah, it's tough to get rid of all the excess noise when you're letting go of those strings. But eventually go fast enough, you can't hear it. And that's a very slight palm mute. That actually seems cleaner, cleaner than the heavier palm mute. I never realized that before. So yeah, it seems like a slight palm mute actually makes it cleaner for me, playing stuff like that. So yeah, just experiment with different palm mute heaviness. Like, go try like a heavy palm mute, see if it sounds cleaner that way. Try a really light palm mute and see if that sounds cleaner for you. So kind of some experimentation there to feel where your hand needs to be in order to get rid of excess noise. So if you got questions, let me know. I will see you again sometime in August.